I'd probably rather drink this, to be honest. I'd rather drink a whole bottle.
One cannot overstate the peaceful ambience of a completely empty road at 2:30 in the morning. At this point, one can fully appreciate the overwhelming desire that overcomes the denpa to dilly-dally. It's a right of way. I'm outside at my local horse racing course. They've changed the fencing around the racetrack, and I'm just here to see whether or not it, you know, in the past they used to have metal sheets that would cover the perimeter and made it so that once I'd climbed inside, I was completely shielded from the outside world, and it formed kind of an very comfy interior wherein I could mount the watchtowers and I could go for walks around the grassy inland and be very much kept to myself. But since they've stripped the sheeting away, you can just see in. And so I'm here to see whether or not I can actually make it back through successfully. What we'll see. I know it's probably impossible to pick up on this camera, but right ahead of me is the first area. Oh, yep. Sorry, there's a noise over there. I think it's a sprinkler. Yeah, you can see the spikes there. It's alright, I can probably make my way in. I wonder if they did it because of people like me. Because of people that wanted to spend their time inside. Well, we'll see. I'm gonna try to get in. I'm gonna have to put you in my pocket so that I can use both hands, but I'll be back shortly. Okay, I've successfully made my way over the first barrier. There's one more barrier to entry, which we probably can't see it properly, but it's a fucking... I might be able to make my way under it actually. No, there's a barrier. There's no footholds. There's no fucking footholds. I might be able to make my way under though. Let's see. No, I might trap myself here. Oh, I've just gone prone and gone under. That was pretty epic. And now I'm in the horse racing course. Now I'm inside. pretty epic. You can see the buildings in the distance. I think I'm going to try to make my way over to a watchtower and scale it, but then I'll probably make my way back because it's already pretty late at night. We'll see how it goes. Fuck, I just kind of got a cramp getting my leg over that. Fuck, the cramp is pretty bad actually. Ow. Now, I've already consumed quite a bit of whiskey tonight, and so I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood to discuss antinatalism, as it always enters my mind whenever I'm intoxicated. There's something about the state of intoxication that makes me reflect upon my position in the world. Fuck, I've really done something to my leg when I've gone over that. I've gone over that fence. I've injured a muscle or something. This is not optimal at all. It's alright. I just have to walk it off. Verity, that plays into antinatalism quite well actually. That's a pretty convenient segue. The very fact that most people overvalue the pleasure that people gain from existing. People overvalue the positive elements of existence and greatly downplay the inherent suffering to everyday existence. There was a study that was done. It was in David Benatar's book, Better to Never Have Been. I don't remember the exact study right now, but there was an effect. There was a psychological effect that I recall, wherein people vastly overestimate the actual value of their lives. And ever since I read that had a really profound impact on me. It really put things into perspective for me, and because I've always, whenever I've seen other people, whenever I've put myself in the place of other people around me, and I've imagined how it is that they weather their existence, it's always seemed like a complete mystery to me. You know, there are people that I see that I wonder how it is that they don't just, commit suicide. And I know that sounds terribly harsh, but it's the truth of the matter. And I'm sure people would probably think that upon seeing me as well, which just, goes to show. It's a really weird thing. I think my use of psychedelic substances has definitely exacerbated this general sense of unreality, this malaise that I exist in. Because I really do exist in a malaise. I never really feel like I'm quite there. I'm never really quite here. I'm always somewhere else. I'm always just on the periphery of things, never really fully interacting. It's like I'm always behind some. It's like I'm behind some barrier, looking in, almost observing myself. And I didn't used to feel this way before I smoked a prodigious amount of weed, and I took, mushrooms and LSD a number of times, and dissociatives such as ketamine and DXM. It's definitely had an effect on the way in which I process reality. And I don't know, it's a daily debate that I have in my head whether or not it's been a worthwhile exchange. I've traded something off for this ability to perceive my surroundings in a more stripped back. I hate to say, I don't think objectivity is possible. I don't think the notion of it, I think it's a misguided notion, but that's the only word I really have to describe what it is I'm trying to describe. It's difficult. It's alienating. No one really gets it. I spend my day, because everything is colored by my perception. Everything is colored by my perceptions around me, and given the character of my consciousness now, every single second is a new descent into confusion. Nothing really makes sense around me. I sit with myself and I try to look inwards, and it just feels like there's a gaping hole. There is a gaping sense of absence. My identity feels fragmented. I really am just a collection of delusions that oscillates. I oscillate between different protocols. There really isn't any concrete me, and I've come to see that. Even now, of course the alcohol is exacerbating my sense of dissociation, but while I've been talking, I'm not even here. There are words coming out of this meat hole, but I'm not even here. The real me is somewhere else. I really don't know what to make of this. It feels like I didn't know what I was signing up for, and I've been just plunged into this abyss. And I hope I can find a way out, but I don't really know if there's an exit. The very fact that I even exist in the first place, the very fact of my existence causes immense existential dread on a daily basis. Every second that I'm looking out, that I'm looking out of my head at the world, it's a new tapestry of confusion. I don't know how to describe it. Nothing seems to make sense anymore. I'm overwhelmingly aware of the immense complexity inherent to every single second that my awareness captures these photons. I'm overwhelmingly conscious of the complexity of the graphs that I'm looking at right now, and yeah, I don't know. I hope I'll be able to find some way out of this mindset.